I'm Jacqueline Durham, and I'm here with Miss Renee Nichols, who is a current office administrative assistant. What is the first thing you think about whenever you hear the date April 8th, 1998?
Probably just the weather that day was very, already they were predicting severe weather, and I have always been very nervous about the weather. I grew up being scared of storms, so I was with our daughters, myself. Courtney was in 3rd grade, Kelsey was in 1st grade, and Kaylee was just little. She was only 3, and we had choir practice that day. So I had my weather radio, got the girls in the car, and we went to church. And the school was between our house and church, and so as we're driving by, Kelsey, our middle daughter, just made the statement as we're driving. She's like, I just have a really weird feeling that something bad is going to happen tonight. And I was like, why? She said, I don't know, I just have a real bad feeling about it, not knowing what was later to come that night.
What was it like for you and your family when the tornado was actually on the ground?
Me and my 3 girls were in the basement. I had already contacted my parents to come be with us in the basement of my home, and had not heard back from them. Back then, cell service is not like it is now, and they would have been coming by the school at the time that the tornado actually hit. I could not get in touch with them. I kept calling and calling. I finally got through to my brother, because he knew they were coming to my house, and I finally got through to him, and I was like, do you know where my mother and daddy are at? Do you know where they're at? And he said, they stopped. They're at our cousin's house, they're fine. And it was just instant relief just to know that they were okay. And that was the only spot at that time, that night, that my phone worked the whole night. And it was just in the instant that I needed it to work.
How did that affect your family members and friends?
The community after the storm that night, you could see all the devastation. As you would drive through, you would see homes that were just completely destroyed, but you could still see that people had a sense of humor about what had happened. You would see signs that said, maid wanted, light housekeeping duties. So, you could see that, just the humor of that, the resilience of the community. You can see that of what's been built back, and just what they can do and what they can overcome.
Thank you so much for sharing with us today.
Thank you, Jacqueline.